Welcome back to another episode of Be Sure to Cook. Today we're going to make something simple and easy. Everybody knows, tuna salad. I'm just going to make a regular tuna salad, so stay tuned. It's going to be quick and easy. Okay, to start off with this dish for me, I've got 3 eggs in salt. I'm going to put it in a salt bath and I'm going to boil these 3 eggs in salt. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I just got 3 simple eggs and a bunch of salt in water, and I covered up the water on the eggs, and I'm going to let these boil for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm an old-fashioned girl, and I just like the regular old canned tuna. You can get any canned tuna. You can get any can, jar can, regular old can, Star Kids can. I like tuna in oil because what I do, I think it's got more flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tuna, I'm going to rinse and wash my cans. I'm going to open them up and I'm going to drain the oil out of the tuna and let the oil push out of the tuna because it gives it so much flavor. Okay, I'm just taking my little cans of tuna and I'm getting all the tuna out of here, and I'm taking it, and this is oil, and I'm putting it in a strainer because I want to squeeze out all the oil. But the olive oil that's in the tuna makes it moist and so much better than just the water. It's not really dry. But you can use water if you want, or you can use oil, but this is an olive oil, so this is even better. So tuna and olive oil is really good. Okay, as I'm doing some celery now, so what I did is I'm cutting up my celery. What I do, actually, you can just rinse off your celery if you want. You can just chop you some celery up if you want. I actually take a potato peeler, and I actually take the first layer off my celery because I happen not to like that part, but you can just wash it the way you want it and you can just chop it up. But I take a layer off. I just always do that because I just don't like the first layer. It's like a carrot, you know, it's dirty, it comes out of the ground. I just want to take that, just that little layer off there because I don't like all the nasty dirt and stuff that comes out of the ground. And I think if I layer it off first, it'll be much better. And once I rinse it and wash it off, I just feel better. I guess that's just me. You don't have to, but I'm doing that. So I'm cleaning up my celery, and then we're going to chop this up. But this time we're not going to be chopping it by hand. I've got a little chopper that my husband bought me that he always says, you never use it, you never use it. But I'm starting to use it because he watches the show, and he wants me to use the stuff that he buys, and I don't mind because it is really nice that, you know, he buys me all these gadgets that I know hardly nothing about or don't know how to really use them. But I'm learning because I'm just old-fashioned, a little young girl with a regular old knife, and I can get down with that. But I'm learning how to use this potato peeler. That's nice. My daughter showed me how to do that, and it's just like using a knife. I like that. It's kind of, you know, cheating and legsy, I think, but I mean, it does kill time, and I want to kill time, so I'm starting to use all these gadgets. Okay, I've got some sweet onion here, and I'm taking a big chunk of this, and since I'm doing it in my processor, I'm just cutting chunks of onion. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to wash these off, and we're going to go ahead and chop these up with the celery. The eggs were still hot. I had turned them off and let them steep for about 5 minutes. And after I let them steep, they are still burning hot. It is better to crack your eggs when they're really burning hot. Alright, so what I'm doing in my chopper, I'm adding my onions and some celery in here, and I'm going to chop these really good because I need to chop these fine. You can chop these fine, or you can chop these, you know, just the way, I mean, you could do them on your own with a knife, or you can do them real quick. But this thing here, I kind of like the first time for the simple. Here's my relish. So what I did is I chopped it up. And you know, I chopped mine up like really fine, and it started making like a green juice. I don't like that. I mean, but if you do, you can just go ahead and strain that out as much as you can, and then you put it in your salad. I put water and just rinsed it off like I was just rinsing off my celery and onion again. And then I took the spatula and I took it and I just like smashed it down into the spatula to get all the water out where it's completely like dry. Kind of like a dry. It's not like completely dry, but it is not watered down, and it's a little tiny more, so it won't make your tuna salad. And this, tell me, this is the best here. This is what I call my relish. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is I have those eggs, you know, those hard-boiled eggs. And I was going to chop those in the same thing that I chopped my other one. Then I thought to myself, I said, well, I was going to, but I had already started to wash it and clean it up. So I said, I just do it by hand. So I'm just going to do some light chopped eggs here. I don't like a lot of eggs. I don't like to see big chunks of eggs. So I'm going to chop this down real small, real tiny. But you can chop yours the way you want to chop yours. If you like larger eggs, you can. I'm chopping mine down really small, and I might not even use all 3 of these. Sometimes I do an extra egg, and my husband just likes eating a hard-boiled egg, and I do that. I happen to, you know, just make more than 1/2. So you can use about 1 or 2, or how many do you like? Some people don't even put eggs in their tuna salad, but this is an egg tuna salad, so it has eggs in it. But you're not going to really see the eggs that much because I don't put a lot. So I'm actually going to use 2, just 2 eggs, hard boiled, and I'm going to chop these to small consistency. I got my large bowl, and I have my tuna, and look, that's some of the extra that was into the. I'm going to stick that tuna, and I'm going to just discard all of this. I'm going to be using this, but I'm going to discard my bowl. I'm gonna set here is all my tuna. Okay, it's still a moist, great. And guess what, guys? I'm gonna tell you what's going on. It's still moist because it was in olive oil, and I drained it, so it's not dry. You know how sometimes you get the water. You can use water if you like. I mean, but me personally, I prefer this. You don't have to. You can use water, oil, vegetable oil, whatever you want to do. Olive oil, it's up to you. Just like flaking it up here. Okay, the next thing, I'm going to add some Mrs. Dash blend. Mrs. Dash blend, of course, you know, I always use. It's got all kind of seasoning. Yappity, yappity, yappity. You know. Okay, and then a little bit of paprika. Because Mrs. Dash blend has got just a little bit. So I'll say, you measure it to your eyeball. Whatever you want. You want a splash, you want 1/4 seasoning mix, or whatever you want. You eyeball yours, and I'm just going to fluff this all up. So it's 1/4 teaspoon of each if you want to, or just eyeball it the way, you know, how much you want. And that other stuff that I was talking about, I don't know what I was talking about. I was just talking. Okay, so here is my relish, and I like to get all of that. I'm only using a lot of this, and I do it small. Let me tell you why, guys. But the simple fact is, it's gonna marinate all in here. And once you do this and you make this and you refrigerate this and you mix this up good, you're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute. You're not gonna be able to see all this because it's gonna dissolve into this tuna, but you're gonna take a big punch. Okay, see, sometimes when you're doing that, you get like a big chunk of celery. You wanna take that out. Nobody wants to crunch down on that. But this is gonna dissolve in here, and it's gonna give it so much flavor. Don't forget, guys, I rinsed off the celery leaf also, and I chopped that up exactly with this. I had to switch to my lovely spoon. I love that. Okay, remember those wonderful eggs that we chopped up? We got 2 whole boiled eggs in here, and I chopped them really fine. I mean, you can chop them as much as you want if you like big egg. I'm not making egg salad. I'm making tuna salad. I'm just giving a little presentation of the eggs to give it a little color in here. And you're not going to see this with just little spicks of eggs every now and then. Because I don't like I'm not making egg salad. I'm making a tuna salad. And the star is tuna, not eggs. Some people do a whole thing of eggs. Okay, now you're making egg salad with a hint of tuna. This is tuna with a hint of eggs. Just a hint. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can leave the eggs out totally. A lot of people are like, that's nasty. But if you don't knock it if you haven't tried it yet. I've been trying it for years. My family, it goes down in histories. We always put eggs in it. Sometimes, you know, people overdo it. They really do overdo it. Now we're going to add about a cup of mayonnaise. A cup of mayonnaise. And you can use any mayonnaise you like. And I'm going to add about a cup. And then if you need more, you can always use more. Okay, now this is where it gets very interesting. Because now some people use pickle relish. Some people use, you know, like dill pickles. You can use any one you want if you want, or you don't have to use any at all. I didn't finish mixing. I had to get me some cracked black pepper, just a little bit to your tasting. And I got this new little cracked black pepper thing my husband got me. Look at it. I love it. It's new. It's brand new, and it's cracked. And you can crack it any size, guys. It shows you these little dots on the side. Fine, medium, large. He's got it on fine. That's all we need. We don't need no big chunks of pepper in our tuna. Now we're going to keep mixing up this mayonnaise. If a cup is not efficient to you for 8 cans of tuna, use more to your liking. But I'm using about maybe a cup of mayonnaise. Okay, after you mix up your mayonnaise and all the stuff that I said, now I want you to all look in here. Okay, you see the spritz of the celery leaf? See, that's the flavor. And you see the eggs? They're just tiny bit eggs. They're not really, you don't see big chunks of celery and all that. I mean, if you like it like that, yeah, you can do it. But, you know, young kids really don't like all that. Or, you know, older people that act like young kids don't like that either. But, for young kids, they don't like crunchiness. A lot of them do. But you can also hide it by making the little relish. Okay, so this is good. And all this does is go into, we're going to put it in another bowl. We're going to dress up the top a little bit, put it in the refrigerator. Give it about 30-40 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and plate this up. Okay, I put it in a nice bowl. It's going to go in the refrigerator. Before I do that, I always like to sprinkle a little paprika on top. Because that paprika just sinks down into that tuna, or any kind of salad you're going to be making. Tuna, chicken salad, and it just does something to it. Oops, it was hot peppers. No, I'm just playing. It was paprika. Have you ever done that though? Thinking you was using paprika and actually using something hot. I'm just playing. It's paprika. This goes in the refrigerator for about an hour to 30 minutes, and we're going to be plating it up. So let's let this get cold. Okay, we have let our tuna sit in the refrigerator for about an hour, and look at there. Oh, and it's cold. It really is cold. We got a little plate over here on the side where I got some multi-grain crackers, little spring lettuce here on the side. We're going to go ahead and dip out some great tuna. Set that on the side here. I'm telling you guys, this would be perfect for anybody that wants, for, a great lunch or whatever, or anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just tuna. I mean, let's face it, it's just tuna. But it's my tuna. And this is what I would serve with a tuna. Or you can make a quick sandwich with it. It doesn't have a lot of crunchy vegetables in it, but it still has all your vegetables. Still got, all the stuff that I put in there. But you can't see it, and it's delicious. And there you go, guys. Tuna salad my way. A little spring lettuce, multi-grain crackers, or you can have any type of crackers. This is just what I would eat. This is what I'm going to eat. This is going to be my lunch. So enjoy. Hey guys, thank you for watching this episode. It was quick, simple, easy, something that everybody makes every now and then. Come on back so we can make another great show, because guess what? Who made this? You and me. We made this together. Tuna salad. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come back so we can make other great dishes. See you next time. Bye.